I need to explain. This tape, what you're hearing now, is going to be the lead-in of the various phases of construction of a building, which hopefully will be the first of a series of underground buildings. The building will be multi-purpose. It'll serve as a tool room and a storage room for a lot of valuables and miscellaneous stuff that are useful to have, but not particularly items of immediate use that should be in the house. A cell. This is the word that I've used in my discussions of this subject. And nothing more. Well, actually I shouldn't say nothing more. The building, even the cell, will be multi-purpose. But this first phase, it would be a lie to say it was anything other than primarily emphasizing the cell. I'm a realist. I'm 38 years old, a bit chubby, not much hair, and losing what I have. Not particularly attracted to women, or I should say, particularly attracting to women. Magnets, the money, the position / power, I don't have. And yet, I'm still very sexually active, and I'm still very much attracted to a particular type of woman who, almost by definition, is totally uninterested in me.
Number 3. Alludes to the fact that he's been stalking her for quite some time. In all, he sent the poor girl 30 videos, called her 40 times, and sent her countless messages. Thankfully, police became involved before the young woman was hurt, and he's currently in prison. After his capture, police found additional videos on his phone that had not been sent yet. Take a look at a clip.
We need to talk face to face, or I'm gonna be dead!
And set in motion a 2-year ordeal that placed her in constant fear.
I didn't even notice he was in the class with me. It wasn't until later, when I went to college, that I got a Facebook message from someone who said they were in this class, and that would be Patrick.
Other posts made Kristen's blood run cold.
Don't make me do something stupid!
She finally got an injunction.
Did he ever abide by the injunction?
No.
Whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, that's what I want.
All right, Kristen, look, all I'm asking, so let me over one night. You can't keep ignoring me. You can't.
Mashoni started showing up at Kristen's work and on the campus of her college. Desperate, she began altering her appearance in hopes that he wouldn't find her.
Quit wasting my time.
I knew it was just a matter of time.
Look me in the eye and talk to me like a person. Oh man, please just listen to me. I never wanted to be mean or say anything mean.
You know, the videos worried me, and he kept referring to this girl named Kristen. I had no idea who she was.
A quick search of Mashoni's record and Sergeant Conway found injunctions, police reports, and Kristen.
I get a phone call from Sergeant Conway, and he's asking me these questions, and he's wanting to know what's going on, and so I tell him the whole story. And he said, "This man's gonna kill you." And I said, "That's what I've been trying to tell everybody, but nobody wants to help me."
Number 2. Man runs for cover but continues filming. In all, the tornado took the lives of 2 people, the old man's wife and his neighbor. However, the man lived but with minimal injuries. Take a look at the horrifying footage. Number 1. Years old, was found to have been driving without a license in a car that didn't even belong to him. Police arrested him and took him in for questioning. At the station, it was revealed that the young man in the video lost his life for apparently being a snitch. The video is extremely graphic, so there's very little usable footage that we can show you, but check it out.
E aí, cacheta, você vai morrer por quê, meu moleque? Você é cagueta. Fala porque você vai morrer, meu moleque. Fala que eu sou cagueta. Fala que você é cagueta, meu moleque. Fala que você é cagueta. Vai não? Fala que eu sou cagueta. Fala. O que você fez, cara? O que você fez, cara? Caguetei o moleque mais de boa da quebrada. Fala aí. Gordinho. Fala, doido. Fala. Não caguetei, não caguetei, não, gordinho. Então, gordinho. Pra quem você caguetou, moleque? Pra quem você caguetou? Pra quem você caguetou? Pra quem você caguetou? Você não vai falar, não? Fala, eu caguetei pra Rocinha. Pra quem você caguetou, molecão? Eu não caguetei. Que cagueta merece? Que cagueta merece? Que cagueta merece? O que você merece? Chegou a sua hora. Você vai morrer, cacheta. Você vai visitar o bicho louco, um dia não vai estar lá. O bicho louco você xingou. Aqui mesmo, moço. Não, aqui mesmo. Ali, moço, pode ter casa. Antes nós vai matar ele. Eu quero conversar com ele. Desce lá atrás. Corre não. Solta, doido.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget to
Century. The video looks pretty ordinary except for a few glitches like this one. Stuart Drake is checking out a small dead-end room when the deep rumbling sounds of electrical disturbance return. He turns around and comes face to face with something I'm not sure I even believe can be true. A lot of people swear that Slenderman is just a myth, but this video seems to say otherwise. If this tape is real and correctly dated, then this would mean Slenderman has been active for over 20 years. Number 5. Phoebe Myers uploaded this old VHS tape to YouTube sometime in 2011, though the year the tape was recorded was never revealed. As the tape progresses, a series of demonic and ghostly faces slowly begin to appear. Phoebe Myers seems to think that the tape itself was somehow possessed by a ghost, but I'm more inclined to believe that someone was probably just taping a weird show. With that said, however, I have no idea what television station would have broadcasted a bunch of creepy faces with sound, so maybe Phoebe has a point after all. Number 4. A YouTuber named J&J says that this VHS footage was taken by his cousin at a family reunion. Everything looks normal until the video cuts out and shows this image. J&J and his cousin are sure that they can see a crazed face in the static. I always try to include videos instead of still images like this one, but I'll make an exception here because it's a pretty eerie discovery. If you look closely, you can clearly see the eyes, nose, and open mouth of a ghoulish friend looking over his shoulder. It could just be a coincidence, but then again, this video has been viewed over 1,000 times, and many other people claim to see it as well. Number 3. A YouTuber named Svenny was digging around his basement when he found this old video of The Muppet Show. He doesn't think much of it until something crazy happens about midway through.
What was that? It's called the medium sketch.
The screen goes red and some creepy music plays, almost like doorbells in reverse. It looks like someone manually spliced in this cry for help, though I'm not sure where they were at the time or why they needed help to begin with. As for what the numbers mean, I think they might be some kind of code. Let me know what it says and if anyone manages to crack it. Number 2. A YouTuber named Jack Torrance says that he found this old VHS tape at a yard sale. Most of it is just a man walking through the forest while holding a stick for protection. There's very little sound except for footsteps and his labored breathing as he hikes onward. Later, night falls and the man is still going forward at a decent pace, maybe even faster than before. He appears disoriented and swings the camera wildly as he travels, almost like he has lost his way and is now panicking. Then something makes him abruptly stop. It's hard to tell for sure, but it looks like some kind of green sack on the ground. Then it's pulled by a yellow string across the forest floor. When the cameraman looks up, he finds only darkness. It seems like whoever filmed this was alone the entire video, so I have no idea what was on the ground or, more importantly, who was pulling it away. Before we get to number 1,
I said I'll do it. I said I'll do it.
They probably would have gotten away with it had a farmer not found this tape and reported it to the authorities. The police released this video to the public and were able to identify the teenagers roughly 2 years later based on anonymous tips. At least one of the culprits, if not both, were connected to setting over 24 other fires, like this one in the San Francisco area. I found an old news article, but it doesn't give their names. It does say that the teens were found with parts of a skeleton and, quote, other evidence suggesting rituals and worship, though it doesn't go into any more detail than that. Though their identities were never revealed, this single piece of tape reveals one of them dressed up like a ghoul. Who knows how many more fires they would have started had one of their tapes not been found. YouTubers are always looking for the next big thing to make videos about, but sometimes the next big things find them instead. I do have to